everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining your virtual drinking buddy here on the 8th day of Advent. It's just flying right by. It's going to be Christmas Eve before we know it. Well, without further ado, tonight from the Advent calendar, it is O'Shea's Grapefruit Indian Pale Ale. So there's no website to go to, so I'll just read off the back here. Bursting with flavor, this India Pale Ale is brewed with fresh grapefruit and a medley of hops for an explosion of zesty citrus flavors and aromas. So I actually read that last night when I was putting the bottle in the refrigerator to chill, and was worried that it was going to be one of those, I don't know, there's been like a string of, I think it's like the slushy beers, like the fruit slushy beers, or smoothie beers, or whatever in the hell they are. The chunky beers that I probably won't ever drink. And I was worried, God, maybe it's one of those where it's like the whatever fruit they use to brew it, it like created too much carbonation and it's gonna explode when I open it. So I was just praying for the best. Oh, and I did want to address the starting line up there. Rudolph and his friends. Well, then the abominable snowman. But so yeah, the reason why the elf is on his head is because it wouldn't stand upright. The bottom is rounded and really narrow, so he's doing a headstand. But I just thought I keep trying to add a little something more. That was my intent, and then I didn't actually prepare very well for that. So I'm kind of running out of stuff that I have here at the home to add to my decorations. I'll have to start digging a little deeper and seeing what I got around here. Maybe like some old party banners that never got used or something, but I'll figure something out. I'm just trying to have fun with it. It's supposed to be a joyous time of year, so here we are. Let me check. It says it's 5% alcohol by volume, and we know it's imported by Prestige Beverage, brewed in Ireland. So yeah, it's from the Aldi Advent calendar. And since I have no other information, I'm just gonna get into it. I mean, I can smell the ale. I could smell some of the more floral hops. I'm not really picking up a lot of grapefruit. No, I really am not. I'm just picking up the slightest scent of the floral hops, not any citrusy hops. That's just weird. It's probably because I have my glasses too cold. Well, here we go. Oh, that is a lot more bitter than I was expecting. Oh, wow. Like, I was expecting it to be grapefruit, maybe even a little sweet when I took a drink, but what I'm tasting are more of like the floral hops, or I think I've been hearing other reviewers say piney, and I think that's what they're talking about. I guess I just never noticed that before until I heard people talking about it, and then as I had some hoppier beers since hearing that, it's like, oh, that's what that flavor is. It's kind of like kind of what pine kind of smells like. Not like, oh good, the my dogs are chasing the cats, so that's always fun. But yeah, this is actually a fairly hoppy beer. I really wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like a citrusy kind of sweet IPA, and that is not the case. This is, I'm going to take another drink. Yeah, that it's got like the bitter hops and a little bit in the aftertaste. You could taste grapefruit, but it's not like a sweetened grapefruit, which I'm used to. Like I've had the Leinenkugel, yeah, Leinenkugel grapefruit shandy, which they sweeten that up, so it's really not bad, but it's pretty It's pretty sweet and kind of overwhelming. If you have too many of them, it'll leave you a Belgian grapefruit. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've had another beer that had grapefruit in it where they also add some sort of sweetening agent. But I cannot think of what it is off the top of my head. So yeah, I guess I was thinking it was going to be something more along those lines, but not as like sweet as the as a shandy, and it is nowhere close to that. It is just it's a bitter IPA, like more like your traditional IPA, and then as you're exhaling after you're taking a drink, you're like, oh, I think that's a little bit of grapefruit. That's really more what this one's like. So I don't know if you're into the bitter IPAs. This would do in a pinch. I'm not going to say that it's a good IPA necessarily, and especially since that's not what I was expecting, it really caught me off guard. Um, I don't know that I would necessarily intentionally drink one of these again, but I suppose if you had a long hard day and you come home and that's all you had in the fridge and you really just wanted a beer, I suppose it would do. But I don't think I would go out of my way to find this one. So, and it's just a weird choice to go in an advent calendar. I mean, none of the beers have really been like winter beers or like even necessary, like even just like cold weather beers. At least not yet. And some of them have been good. The Christoffel was really good. The Orange Gruner. What else? Brins was pretty good. The other O'Shea's have been decent. Maybe not the best at what they're made for, but like, you know, they're solid beers. They're drinkable. This one I just really don't think is, unless you want something bitter. Like I said, you would have to be more inclined to. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't taste great coming back up either. Yeah, you would just have to be inclined to the a bitter hopped beer to appreciate this beer. So I don't know. That's all I got. Thanks for joining me. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button. I will be back again tomorrow for the ninth day of Advent, and this is the Malted Gentleman reminding you you only have one liver, so use it wisely.